War hardly changes, except for the death rate, but usually it's over religion or territory, or just overall rivalry. But one war in particular was different. In 1775, the American Revolution happened, the one that contained the shot heard around the world, and it basically changed all of America. War hardly changes, except for the death rate.
But how did it happen? It happened because of how badly the Britons treated the colonies by taxing them and other things. But the one important thing was that the colonies didn't have a voice in the parliament. So King George declared the rebels against King and the monarchy. But why were they declared rebels?
Because the colonies didn't want to be part of Britain, because they thought, why should we be ruled by someone who is thousands of miles away? In the beginning, the colonies didn't have much of an army to start with. Imagine a fight between a child and a grown man, the child being the colonies and the grown man being the British. The British were more advanced. They had more people, more weapons, and a superior navy fleet, all that could destroy any army in those days. All the colonies were farmers and knew the terrain and did guerrilla warfare.
But one man led the colonies to victory. His name was George Washington, the commander of the rebels, and the soon to become first president of the United States. The battles of Lexington and Concord were the first battles of the American Revolution, but it's still unsure who won. Throughout the war, the British were mostly winning. Of course, the colonies did win here and there, but it wasn't enough until a turning point. In the Saratoga battle, the French joined the battle and helped the colonies win battles with their men and navy fleet.
The war was finally over with the last Battle of Yorktown, where the British were surrounded by French and patriots. This victory could count as a win towards the French were recently losing against the British. The Treaty of Paris, signed in Paris by representatives of King George III of Great Britain and representatives of the United States of America on September 3, 1783, ended the American Revolutionary War.
After the war, there was a document called the Constitution, signed by people who helped in the war efforts and helped start the new country. The Constitution was inspired by John Locke and his Enlightenment theory about how the government protects the people's natural rights.
The Constitution was a document that had fundamental principles or established precedents according to which a state or other organization is governed.
The Revolution showed that anybody could stand up to a higher power.
But wait, there's more. There was another war relating to the American Revolution known as the War of 1812.
The War of 1812 was mostly made up of Canadian troops helped by the British because British troops were fighting Napoleon, but caused in part of the disagreements over the shipping trade and the high seas. It was also fought to decide how much influence the United States would have in foreign affairs.